Fanatics, Crazy Russian Dead here with you. In this installment of USA versus Russia, we will look at summer camps. Yes, summer camps as they are in America and as they were in the Soviet Russia when I was a child. There were camps in Russia. I'm not talking about the Gulag. I'm saying there were summer camps, kind of like here in America where children went. But of course they were different, because the first thing you need to know is that children in the Soviet Russia were not just children. We were young builders of communism. We went to this young pioneers camp, Pionierский лагерь. Do you know who young pioneers are? I have a whole separate video on that, okay? So watch it, but very briefly. It's kind of like your Boy Scout, Girl Scout situation, but with more communism. There were special camps in the summer where these young pioneers went. And it was kind of fun. You know, I went too, and we ran around, we had some activity, and we had some fun, you know, with kids our age, but there was lots of propaganda too. Communists didn't mess around. They knew that you needed to shape young minds, you know, from very early age to make sure they know who is who and what is what, so that they would be good builders of communism when they grow up. So what did we do? I mean, of course, we played some games and everything, but there was also like this линейка. That's all I remember. Линейка. Линейка is basically you line up.
Мы, как и вся наша многонациональная пионерия.
You line up and you proclaim some communist and revolutionary ideas and ideals. We're good, we're communists, and they're bad. America is horrible, decaying, imperialistic pigs. Every day you raise the flag of the Soviet Union and you hear the national anthem of the Soviet Union. And also every day there was a special activity where each boy and girl needed to stand sort of in vigil next to the bust of Lenin, and you needed to stand for an hour, and it was great honor. I always struggled with it, not because I didn't like communism, I didn't know any better. It's just, you know, I was 14. After about 5 minutes it was hard for me to just stand in one place. So then one day it was interesting, one of the adults showed up and they said, okay, today we need 2 volunteers for a very special assignment to help with the local agriculture on the farm. And so I volunteered because I figured, okay, helping agriculture is probably easier than standing next to the bust of Lenin for an hour. Well, was I wrong? They took us to the local cow farm. There were 2 boys, me and another boy. There were lots of cows, and this particular person showed us a trench. This trench was full of cow dung. Sorry, very natural, but smelled horribly. Very important assignment. This trench has not been cleaned in 6 years. Here's your shovel, start cleaning it, okay? And this trench was like 200 yards long. The other boy passed out, you know, from the smell and all of that. They took him, I think, to the hospital, but I stayed because I knew it was either that or standing next to the bust of Lenin, so I figured I'll help the local agriculture. For 8 hours I was cleaning cow dung, and then I came back to the camp. They even let me wash an extra time, because usually we had a shower once a week, but they let me take an extra shower because the other children refused for me to be in the same room with them because I smelled, well, you can imagine how you smell after cleaning cow dung for a day. Anyhow, so these are just some realities of a Soviet young pioneer camp. But here in America, of course, camps are awesome. I recently got to know this special camp called Camp Ziki or Zeki. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's in Pennsylvania. This camp has like everything. Dancing, and they have soccer, and they have sports, and they have theater, and they have yoga, and they have even martial arts and self-defense. If you want your child to learn how to kick butt, send your child there. They also learn how to cook, and it's all organic food. It's unbelievable. Like what they probably do not have, but I didn't ask, you don't have to stand next to the bust of Lenin, and I suspect you don't need to shovel cow dung. So when you call this camp, please ask these people if children need to clean cow dung. I spoke to the person who organized the camp. Very nice gentleman. He said it's a Jewish camp, and I was like, oh my God, are there any pogroms? He said no, there haven't been pogroms in America in a very long time. He also assured me that non-Jews are welcome, so there is no reverse discrimination. come one, come all, Jews and non-Jews alike. In fact, they're so liberal, they even have this special program for Russian-speaking parents. So listen, Russian-speaking parents, you can send your little genius to this Camp Ziki at the end of August. I might show up, and I hear even Baba Fira will come. Do you know Baba Fira? Listen, fanatics, there are some serious differences between Soviet Russia and United States of America, and I hope you learn something from crazy Russian dad today, and good luck to you and to your children this summer. Good night.